Good morning, everybody. It's November. First off, I want to address a few things. I don't know why, but it seems like my recordings the last, I don't know, couple of weeks have been hit or miss on whether or not they're going to develop this weird hue to it and basically not work. So that's exactly what happened after. There's supposed to be about 3 different clips, um, maybe even 4, but the first 2 made into the last video. And then I had 2 more, which was me going and actually getting the sheep and goats with a trailer, mind you. So I did do it the pretty realistic way. Got a trailer, towed it with a tractor, brought it in here, dropped it off, and oh, by the way, at the loading dock of the animal dealer, there's a nice, delicious golden apple. So that's another reason you know I went there. Anyways, and then I did sell the silage, which gave me about 50,000. I could actually see that part of the video when I watched it back through, but I don't know what's going on. It's frustrating to say the least, but here we are anyways. We do have 100 liters of goat milk and 92 liters of wool, so we're off and running. We got 10 adult sheep and 10 adult goats. So as soon as and I did finish that bale. That was at the end of that other one is when it started acting up. So there was more to that video, but I cut the rest of that off. Like I said, pretty frustrating. Like, I play the game for fun, and it's frustrating that when you go to make the video or go to make the video through, I don't know if it's a Share Factory thing or what it's doing. PlayStation Share Factory, I'm not sure, but my hope is that we don't have too many more of those. But anyways, we're in November. We don't have a ton to do. Like I said, I did only get 1 bale to these sheep and goats, and I thought I had a really funny 5,400, so I think I was a little over 6,000. I had a really funny thing I thought was funny anyways. Maybe you guys will remember. Goat! My, my family didn't think it was very funny, but I thought it was hilarious, so that's all that matters, right? Anyways, uh, going to, this is short. It's the first stage of growth. Or sorry, first stage of harvest. My fault. But I think I'm going to harvest this field today to try and get as much grass as I can. The meadow will run out. I did it again. Man, when am I going to learn? Return the water tanker. Well, that's not a bueno deal. But I guess the bright spot is we'll be able to fill it back up this month. Oops. Let her warm up a little. I even tried to remind myself towards the end of the day, the episode, return the water, and I didn't return the water. So I'm not going to have, there won't be a ton needed, but while I got it, I might as well use it today. And then hopefully I remember to return it one of these days. Obviously, like I talked about, I just need to buy it. I probably need to smooth that out too, but fortunately that costs me money to do landscaping. I've been commenting on some of Cardboard Cowboy's videos, and him and I have been talking back and forth. He's on PC, so he gets some pretty neat mods. Some of them that I wish we could have here are the finance mods. You can go finance stuff. I know you can get loans on this, which I don't know if I'm going to utilize or not, but some of the other ones where you do contracts for people and then you get some discounted prices on their fields. Those kind of mods are pretty cool. But it is what it is. I don't get those here, and I understand that. So, but we'll probably get on with this. Mowing this field real quick. I don't think I'm gonna go do all the extra stuff. I'll probably save. I'll probably do the square around the field and then towards the road here. I think I'll save the rest of that stuff for if we may need something later this winter. So on the off chance that we don't have enough here, that way we could go swap that stuff and make it work. So we'll get on with this and then we'll talk to you guys when we're done. See ya. Alright, that turned out pretty well. We got 3 out here. We dropped 1 in there. So I think we'll probably just go put all these in. Kind of through some of those comments with Cardboard Cowboy. I think I may have finally answered myself of what I want to do with these 2 fields. This grass field's been a juggernaut, if you will. We've gotten some good extra grass off it, and I've never quite known what I'm going to do with that other field, but I think I know now. I think I will plow these 2 together and work it out for a big grass field up here. I think that's a solid plan. I think it's gonna net us a good amount. I mean, we'll be able to get enough grass off of here probably to feed these goats and sheep for the whole year. I mean, they don't eat a ton, and the meadow's gonna help, so we can turn the rest into silage, and you know, that's, I mean, I know the corn makes some money, and whatever crop we put over there would make some money, but I mean, geesh, first round I believe was, you know, definitely over 40,000. I think it was close to 45,000-ish. Then this last round was 50 for silage. Like I think it'd be silly not to make it another grass field. So I think that's the plan for this winter. We're gonna get that prepared and ready to rock and roll. I don't know if it'll quite get seeded this year. Let's check that real quick. But we can seed it right now. We may just run it all together this month if I can get the time. Okay, way down there. Okay, we can seed it this month. So that would set the growth stage exactly like this field now. So it's only 9 o'clock. We may try and do that this month. What's that give us here now? Alright, we got 29,000 liters in there. Those goats and sheep are going to be super happy. So, that's awesome. That should more than hold them over for the winter. But that does mean we need to go do some things now. So, looking at this, that I do have that mod installed. That tractor's sweet. I mean, obviously 1300 horsepower. That's stupid high. Maybe here in 3, 4, 5 years we might get some of the more unrealistic type stuff, but I do love these tractors. They're super awesome. But I don't have $145,000. Nor do I need that. So, one thing I am going to do, probably not going to buy it, but on field expansions, I am going to go lease this guy. Doesn't take a whole lot of horsepower. But we're going to go do some work. So, we're going to go pick this guy up. Come back and probably tinker around with this field a little bit. Not only is it going to get joined in the middle, but I think it's going to get slightly expanded. We will see you guys when we get done with that, and we'll see what you all think. Talk to you then. All right. There is our bigger field. We didn't turn out quite as square as I hoped. A lot of times if I put that offset on, it'll plow a pretty straight line, but we got a couple of little crooked ones there. That's all right. So, we'll come back in here to precision farming. Some of you might have called me crazy, which I've been called worse today, for plowing this grass field, which I just planted a year or two ago. Main reason I did that, this one needed plowing regardless, so I wanted to get these two on the same plowing states. So that's the reason I did that. But I'm gonna come grab the 1070. Go get this open first. Oh, it's open. I must not have shut that at the end of the last episode. gonna get the 10. I know we have limed everything, I thought, pretty much. But just to be safe, I'm gonna go lime it all before I seed it. And then we'll actually come back after we're done seeding and fertilize it as well. So we'll probably time lapse that as well. 1400, that should be fine for this. Here soon we probably will have to go buy some more lime and bring it back home, but we will probably send this guy off on a worker. Let them go have a fun time. One other thing I forgot to mention, I did not get all the lettuce pallets sold last episode, so we have accumulated some of those, which I think I showed that in the last one that I actually posted. But I was afraid this might be a little tight. That's a little better than I thought it was going to be. And obviously that is with this tractor. As we keep getting different pieces of equipment, telehandlers, bobcats, or those types of things, it might get a little better. But for now, it just might end up being a little bit tight back here, and that's fine. Actually, that does bring about a good point. Generally, that trailer over there is mostly going to be used for bales. That being said, and part of the reason I kept the other one was for these types of things. So I might, but that means I've got to take it down to the shop. Which I guess I could work out. And it'll be a little bit, no, it won't work out. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that. But my plan would probably be to take that down to the shop, get it reconfigured, because I do have the two wagons. I don't probably need that guy anymore. And the whole part of the reason behind keeping that one is to maybe use it for more of a smaller type of load, which is somewhat frustrating with some of the triggers around this map. They don't seem to always want to go very well from a raised position. I'm hoping, since that's a pretty base game map trailer, that won't be the case. But I guess we will see. So I'll put this guy here. Get that third one in there. Hopefully. Yep, there he goes. And then we'll probably just cut it. So we'll go. If I jump on, we'll jump on this guy. I can drop that for now. That's gonna be nice. It's gonna yield us a lot of good bales. This is the trailer I was talking about, in case anybody was wondering. We don't need necessarily an 8,000 liter trailer hanging around. We can always drop one of those if we don't have that much to take. So we'll take this back, get it reconfigured, and then we'll probably be ready to seed and fertilize. So we'll probably see you guys after we get all done with that stuff. We got, now those aren't going to be here anymore, but we got both those contracts done. I apologize, that's my bad. Got both those contracts done. Like I was saying, we got the grass field done. We're probably going to end it here. Not a lot else to do. We got one lettuce pallet over there, but we'll save that for next episode. Appreciate everybody watching. If you would, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will head on into December. So, thanks everyone.